everyone, I'm Cheryl and welcome to the Sewing Room channel, and this is your tip of the week. A while back I had a viewer request that she wanted to put a quilt block on a tote bag, and she wanted to know how to do that. Well, here's one that I did, and this quilt block, now you can make your quilt block any size, so you've got to find a tote bag pattern that you can put that block on. If you can't find one, add more fabric to your quilt block. Put a border around it or use the same background fabric to increase the size. If you're making a boxed bottom tote bag, that's where the bottom is real wide, make sure you add at least 2 inches or more at the very bottom here so that this block doesn't wind underneath. Now here are some tote bag handles, and they were real wide. The pattern called for them to be really wide, and I didn't want to do that because sometimes they just fall off your shoulder if they're too wide. So a simple trick to doing that is to leave it wide at the bottom, then fold the edges together and stitch along here. And then when you're done, you have handles that flare out at the bottom and come in narrow at the top, and you'll find they won't slip off your shoulders. This is a new little toy I bought myself. I like to do cross stitch, and I like the tabletop type because my right hand doesn't close, so I can't hold the hoop. So I need a stand that is stationary. So the stand that I have already is really big. And whenever I want to do something really quick, I had to take my big project off and set it up and put on the little project. I got tired of doing that, so I bought this really neat stand that's tabletop, and you can expand it where it goes out, get wider to take a wider hoop. I believe the hoop size it can handle is about 10 inches. And so therefore you can, if you have a problem with your hands, this is real handy, real easy to put together, so give it a try. Now, if you don't know how to cross stitch and you'd like to get started, I have some really simple beginner projects that you can do that also incorporates your sewing skills. And this is a little needle holder, a cross-stitched heart. And what you do is you just cut a big circle, and you have these little lines that you stitch to divide it up. And you can write the needle size in each section and put your hand needles in it. And this is really nice if you like to go to a class or you have a group session. This is a bookmark, has fabric on the back, and this is a little coin purse zipper pouch with another little heart applique on it. You can also make your own frame by turning it into a quilt block with a loop and hang it on the wall. Now, if you're one that doesn't have a lot of time to make dolls, I really enjoy making them. But there is a solution for you, is you can buy these. They're called blank fabric dolls, and you can get these on at a lot of places. You can go to Amazon. They had pretty reasonable prices, and they had this identical one. It was the first one that popped up. I got this in a fabric store locally, and you can then either embellish the face where you want to. You can even put some yarn on the head for the hair or do other things for the hair. But then you can make your own little dresses. But if you're like me, I like to make my own fabric dolls. Now, here is a fabric doll that I made. Now, I'm going to show you other options too. So I do have a pattern for it. So if you want to get to that pattern, I'll show you how to draw it. It's really simple. So you scroll down below your YouTube screen in the description section. And then once you see the word more as you're scrolling down, click on that and it will expand open and you will see a doll pattern there. But these are really basic doll patterns. They're not anything fancy. So they're just, the arms are plain, The legs are plain. You can stitch fabric here to make it look like it has a shoe on it if you want to, or you can leave it blank. For the eyes, I just use tiny little buttons. And this hair right here is just fabric stitched on the head, and then you can add little yarn ponytails if you want to. But you can also get doll patterns, so you don't have to worry about drawing a doll pattern. So let me show you what that is. This doll pattern is made by Simplicity, and it's pattern 8539. I got this at my local Walmart. Not all Walmart stores are going to have patterns that you can purchase. They just have one book in there, and they're patterns that are specifically made for Walmart, so they're reasonably priced. This is a real basic one. It's very similar to the one I just showed you as far as what is involved in making the doll pattern. If you've never read a pattern before that you've purchased out of those books, then you need to click on the link, How to Read a Pattern, and it will go over great detail. It will explain all of the symbols that are on these patterns so that you will understand it better. Now, this is a doll pattern that I bought. I don't know if you can still get it anymore because it was quite a while ago. But all of your pattern companies make doll patterns. So all you need to do is go to their website. If you don't have a store near you that has pattern books, go to different websites. Some of them are simplicity.com, mccalls.com, butterick.com, and so forth. Or just go on the internet and just search saying doll pattern, fabric doll pattern, and a lot of links will come up. You might even be able to find them on Etsy.com. Now this one is a little harder, a little more challenging. So I would start with something really simple like the first one I showed you and tackle that one first. This also has a dress pattern that comes with it, and the pattern is really, really basic. This part of the dress pattern is actually the body of the doll. So the skirt comes off, but the upper portion here does not. I recommend if you're going to make a doll that you use the Polyfill Crafter's Choice for doll making. So it'll specifically say that it has that it's for dolls. I bought mine at my local Walmart store, but if you don't have any kind of a fabric or craft store near you, again, go on the internet and see where you can get this. You can get it on Amazon.com for sure. Now, if you don't want to make a white skin doll, you can get other choices of fabric to match specific skin tones if that's what you're looking for. And this is broadcloth, and most of your fabric stores will have it. If you can't find any store that carries it, you can go again on Amazon.com and get it there. Now, the links to all these cross-stitch projects are also listed below in the description section. So again, a reminder how you get there. You scroll down till you see the word more, click on it, and that section will expand open. Now, don't forget to follow me on Instagram and make sure you check out my Facebook page. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time, and happy sewing. If you like the Sewing Room channel, one of the best ways to show your support is to subscribe by clicking on that red subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. And don't forget to click on share to share this video with your friends. And make sure you click on the bell so you receive notifications for all my new videos. I'm Cheryl, this is Manny, and this is Scotty. See you next time.